like now, if you see this data in here, there is something like this one. We have few column, right? So whatever you see normally, like, and this is called a tabular report. So this one we all know that. So if you want to change this tabular report to a summary report, so summary report is something like if you have used Excel previously, um, like we are grouping based on um, a few column names here. In Excel, have you tried anything like pivot? So you can pivot based on few data. If you want to show you few samples. Okay, I'll teach you some already it is late. So now if you want to edit this and so whatever you see I said right, that is tabular. So now I'm going to change this tabular report to a summary report. As I said, summary is something like we are grouping. Suppose there is a column like order status here. So this order status, I'm using this. So this is like a suppose assume this is a pick list. So in order status we have something like new, submitted, completed, in progress. I'll show you there are different kinds of order status here. Now I'm going to group this data by this column. So here, as I said, you know this uh, panel here, right? Fields, outline, filters here. Now there is something like you have not observed. So this is group rows. So the name itself says like what column, by what column you need to group this data. So I'm saying that group this tabular report by using order status column and change it into a summary report. We already have applied. So order status. Now see how that summary report will look like. See, you know this. Earlier this was not showing like this. So the total number of records is 6721. Out of that, if order status is showing is completed, how many records are there? 5295. Immediately by this, um, we can understand like what how many order status is completed from this report. You can say like 5295. If I am showing you the tabular report, does that report give this view? No. Like again, you have to put it into Excel and filter by each column or add a pivot, and then you can show like 5295. So instead of that, Salesforce is giving you another order report type like this one. This is summary report. So completed is 5295. So there are bigger org. That's why. Uh, so, okay, this is limiting to this one. I said right, Salesforce like if it is multiple, it will be like this. So actually, total is 6721, but your only order status is completed. So actually, there are different kinds of values in this order status. So that's why if it is completed, it is showing like this. If it is another uh, order status value, it would have given another table like below this. So all these are like completed only. This is not showing here, but if you scroll on the top, it is a group uh, of completed order status like this. So these many records are completed with the order status. If there is something like we want to filter, if it is already grouped here. Actually, this is a bigger org. That's why there are many records here. The report type is not showing. If you can export this, yeah, again, this you can export such all either a tabular report or what is that summary report. Are you following? Did you understand what I'm trying to show here? Like we can group any field by using the existing field values, so that you can group that set of records by using one column, order status or any grouping column.
Okay, got it.
Got it, right? Yeah, this is a bigger org. That's why this Salesforce is showing less um, preview.
That means if you are applying on the employee object and group by the marital status, then it will show me in the group as a single as a
Right.
married.
That's right. Yeah. How many records? Like suppose there are 10 records in your employee object like X and Y, so how many, like 10 object, 10 records. And if 5 are with marital status, like single, and marital status one is married, so it will show like this. It will group easily. So easily by looking at the summary report, you can say like marital status is single, 5 records. These many are, so these 1, 2, 3, 4. So these guys are single, and another group like how many are married, 5. So easily you can see the names and their details also.
And in the
Okay.
same format, I can also export it.
Yes, in the same format you'll get it.
Okay.
You'll get in the same format. In Excel also that grouping will be there. Like one column, it will show like this. So whatever you are seeing now, right? So it will show in the same format.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is tabular report. Sorry, summary report. So as many fields you want, you can do that. Um, um, See again, if you want to group in incompleted status, if there are any sub grouping you want, you can do that. Once you create the records, right, tomorrow I'll see if we can load into our, then it will be easy. You can filter like maximum how many fields you want, you can filter by using rows. And again, see, this is group rows, like you might be confused. So this is a column, right? Why do we call it as group? But grouping will be in columns. So that is what it says: completed or pending, order closed, or in progress. And so that is about summary report. Next is matrix report. Matrix means simply, from childhood we learned all matrices. Matrix is not like uh, one attribute. It is a combination of two attributes. What are those? Like rows and columns. Then only we call it as a matrix. Now you did a row part, but have you observed here there is a possibility you can group the columns also. Like you can keep one more column as a um, filter option here. If you want to suppose here, I think we can by name, I think. Let's see. Service name. Where is the service name? Solution. Solution name. You can give solution name also. So what I did now is a row. Yes, show me like what is the status completed or what is the order status. Basically, it will classify into this. I'll run this and show you. So it is like a matrix form. Yeah, see this. Now see how it got changed. So in order completed status, so this is like a row grouping. This is a column grouping. So these are like solution names, okay? GID. So that's why it says like, see the arrow mark here. Solution name is all these solutions here. PSOL, or it could be this one. Yeah, there are many solutions. So like this is a matrix form you're getting. So one is you're grouping by rows. These are rows. And another you're grouping by columns. So that's why this is called a matrix column. If someone immediately asks you what is this, how many solutions with this name are completed, you can simply click on see here and tell that. So there are 44 records with this solution and completed order status. You're getting me right in here?
Okay. That means if you want to collect the data through a record, then we can use the summary record. And if you want to group as a field, then we can use a matrix report.
Not
Is it right?
exactly. So in both the reports, we are grouping by field values only. So this is nothing but field values. So all these are like fields, order status or solution. In both the report types, it is we are filtering by or grouping by column values only. Column means fields. The difference is how do you see here? See, suppose okay, I'll tell you difference. So see now for this object, so for this report type, how many records are there? 6721. So what if someone So suppose I did not prepare this report type. Okay. What if someone asks you, hey Rahul, tell me the count of records that has order status equal to completed and solution name equal to PSOL-0157517. Will you get that information by tabular report or summary report?
No.
No. Why? Because the question is including two columns, like two columns grouping. He asking in that way. So then definitely you have to use matrix report. And if suppose someone asks you, hey, someone, tell me the count of records with order status equal to pending order closure. Do we need to go for matrix report for that? No.
What?
He is asking only one grouping. So immediately you don't need to again group by column. Simply you can remove this. Okay, in that it is major count. Yeah, I'm not going to. It should give total weight. Here also it will give total at the end, I think. Okay, yeah, here. Yeah, you can either use that, but why do we need to go for matrix? If someone asks you, just tell me the records of pending order closure. So directly you can use summary report, group by order status, and there only in that tab only you'll get. Otherwise, here also you can get this 1426. But why do you need to column? Like again, you have to group by column and get this. So in this report, what you directly see is if someone asks you what is the count of completed order status records, simply you can go and click like 5295. And similarly, what is this records like order status pending order closure 1426. But what I said, right? What if they specifically ask two columns, like how many records pending order closure and solution equal to this, and 45. So this is the difference between summary and matrix, and usually that tabular format without grouping any columns or rows. And this one also you can export in the same way. So whatever you are seeing here, this Excel also will show you that. And normally you will have this. And if you have noticed, there is something like add chart enabled here. Previously, in our tabular report, when we have created this add chart, it will not show up. Why? Because in tabular report, there is no need to show any chart. So chart will come when you group. So instead of table format, it will show you in the chart window. Chart means bar. I think you can change the. See here. So one is this way, but I don't want like this. I want like this. So this one also, instead of tables, this is easy, right? Directly you can see 5.3 here with complete order status. Simply you can hover your mouse like this and put this, and you can change the chart types also if you want like this. So this is also easy way. You can just put your mouse like this, and how many pending order closure? 1, 4, 2, 6. So the question would be what report types will show possibility of showing the charts. Then you can say like summary and matrix report, not the tabular report. If you click just the tabular report, the chart will not show here. Okay. So in the preview pane like this.
Okay, so here we have two filters. Can I use the 3 filter also?
No, why don't you? So just only 2 filters only. So there is no possibility of 3 filters. 3 filters means either by rows or by columns. That's it. There is no scope of another column. But if you want, you can add different fields in each grouping. Obviously, in Excel or a matrix will have both, only 2, like either by rows or by columns. There is no scope of other criteria. If you want, you can add another criteria here. Sorry, field in each criteria, like either or. Yes.
Okay.
And again, charts will only be for matrix and summary. So this way, the matrix and this will show.
But I think it should also show for only the rows,
Rows
means
I
the
think
chart.
if you click this, see, if I click on this, it will obviously become the summary report.
Only.
Basically, we are
Yes.
using only one, correct?
Yes.
See? Complete or station.
Okay, so all are completed here.
Because this is completed 20 here. Let's see. Okay, here also it is showing the same one. Obviously, with completed order state is 5295. And yeah, one more thing. So, so whatever you see the records here, right, it is not actual records. When you run, so yesterday I think I remember I told you. So when you run and then only get the actual count. Sometimes in preview pane, it will show only a limited number of data. See, actually it is not 20, right? So when you click that completed is 15529 something. Okay. Always use this run button and see the full data instead of seeing only in the preview. So this is like preview pane. So now, yeah, you got all the three types, right? Tabular, summary, and matrix.
Okay.
Yeah.